Good morning, this is Miriam Gruber. Day 2 of a series on rules of success for your life. And we're just coming off of the holiday season where a lot of focus is put on giving and serving people. We work hard over the holidays to try to have things nice for our families and our friends, and we do things that are special. And as the saying goes, it's more blessed to give than to receive. Well, today's rule that a lot of really successful people all point to is the need to be service-minded, to have that be your primary objective is to serve others, to provide value for them, and to really base your business not on what you're going to get, but on what you're going to give. And I find that this is just really clear. It makes a big difference in your life when you think of people who love serving others. I think of my mother. My mother had 12 children. You can imagine the piles of laundry that she did in her lifetime. And she absolutely took joy in what would be monotonous or tedious or just never-ending work. For most people, they would hardly be able to fathom cooking and cleaning and, doing laundry for 12 people. But for her, it was a labor of love. She absolutely loved folding laundry. In fact, when all of her children were gone and she lived next door to me, she'd come over to my place and say, do you have any laundry that needs to be folded? I'm in the mood to fold some laundry. And, it was just, she loved it because it was of service. It was something that she knew she could do for me. And it really reminds me of Zig Ziglar and, he said that duty makes us do things, but love makes them beautiful. And I think that that's such a wonderful quote. Zig Ziglar had just a way of just simplifying just wonderful quotes down to where they just hit you right in the heart of what your spirit is. And, my mother was definitely an example of that, as were both my parents in their married life. And, it just makes me realize that in business, you really, if you set out to provide value, the businesses that are the most successful are those who find where there's a niche, where there's something that people really need. You find something that needs to be, a need that needs to be filled, and you figure out how to fill that and focus on the fact that you are doing it as a service to, not for what you're going to get in return, though it's, I have nothing against making good money. That is not my, I have no problems with wanting to and aiming to make money. But if your objective to begin with, if how you're going to do it is by providing value, that is where you're going to find your greatest success. And, Jim Rohn was a huge advocate of serving others. He really believed that you, in the marketplace, you are paid in direct proportion to the value you provide. I mean, that is really, truly how real commerce and how real businesses thrive, is when you are providing value. You will get paid. As they say, what comes around goes around. If you give out value, you're going to get value back. And so, that's such an important thing, to think of where you can serve, what needs you can fill. it's just, it's so important to really be focusing on more service, more giving will give you more financial rewards. It's just a given. There's sort of a dark philosopher, French philosopher that I really like some of his writing. His name is Albert Camus, and he did a lot of interesting philosophical things, but one of the things that I really like that he said was, every achievement is a servitude. It compels us to a higher achievement. So, and that is so true, that the more you reach to serve and the more that comes back to you, the greater the inspiration to do more of the same and to really be of service to people and to, not be a greedy marketer. Don't be the type of person who just wants to always do things just for the mere purpose of getting, someone to buy something from you. Provide service first. Look for what people really need, what information, what could be of value to them, and all the rest will take care of itself. It's a wonderful law of attraction that if you reach out to help people, they're waiting to help you. And it's a really neat being of service and providing value are two of the key, most important things to focus on when you're aiming to be successful.